Good day and welcome to my video lectures about physics. In this video lecture, I will discuss about the concept of Newton's third law of motion. So let's start. Newton's third law of motion states that for every action force, there is an equal and opposite reaction force. Now let's use an example to illustrate it. Let's say you are a skater skating on ice and you have a ball in your hand. If you throw the ball to the right, what's going to happen to you? Are you going to stay in the exact same position or you gonna move somewhere? If you throw the ball to the right while you are skating, you are going to feel a force that pushes you back towards left, and that is the basic idea behind Newton's third law of motion. So if you push a ball with a force of 50 newtons to the east, you will feel the exact same force but in the opposite direction, going west. The magnitude of the two forces have to be the same. The only difference is the direction. The direction is always opposite to each other. Now let's have another example. Let's say you are on a boat and you have a ball on your hand. Let's say the boat is moving in the right direction. Where you should throw the ball? Is it to the left or to the right? If you are moving to the right, take the ball and throw it in the opposite direction. If you throw the ball to the left, you and the boat are both moving to the right. Because the mass of you and a boat is much greater than the ball, you are not going to move very far. The acceleration that you will experience is small. The ball which has less mass will feel a greater acceleration. So with the same force, if you decrease the mass, the acceleration increases. And if you increase the mass, the acceleration decreases. So if you throw the ball with a force of 100 newtons, you are going to feel a force of 100 newtons in the opposite direction. However, because the mass is different, the acceleration will be different. The ball which is much lighter than you will have a larger acceleration. Now imagine you are an astronaut in space, and you are flying in space and there is no other planets around you, and you have a ball in your hand. Now let's say you want to travel in the upward direction, maybe towards the planet that is far away, but you want to go in that direction. So if you want to travel upward, where should you throw the ball? In space or anywhere, if you want to throw something to move in certain direction, throw that object in the opposite direction. So if you throw the ball down, you are going to feel a force that is going to accelerate you in the upward direction. So the harder you throw that ball, the greater the force that will accelerate you upward. Now this example can also be applied to a rocket. When a rocket launches towards outer space, it expels the gas. So as the gas is being expelled downward, an upward force is created based on Newton's third law. And that upward force causes the rocket to accelerate upward. So now you know how rockets work. The same principle can be applied to the balloon. Imagine if you have a balloon and you will pop a hole, the gas will come out of the balloon, and wherever the gas is coming out from, the balloon is going to fly in the other direction. Let's take one more example. Let's say this is a planet Earth, and on the other side is the moon. Does gravity work on these two planets? Gravity is the force that attracts objects together. It pulls them together. So the moon pulls the Earth toward itself, and the Earth pulls the moon toward itself. But because the moon is traveling in a circular direction, it never pulls toward the Earth. This is because the force of gravity and the velocity vector are perpendicular to each other. Of these two planets, which of them has a greater acceleration? The Earth has more mass than Moon, therefore the acceleration of Earth is less. The Moon has less mass than the Earth, therefore the acceleration of the Moon is higher. So keep in mind, the object that has more mass has a lower acceleration, and the object with less mass has higher acceleration. Let's take one example. The boy with a mass of 60 kilograms pushes against the girl with a mass of 90 kilograms, with a force of 540 newtons directed east. Question A. What force does the girl exert on the boy? Question B. What acceleration does each person experience? Here is the boy and the girl. The boy is smaller than the girl. Now the boy pushes against the girl with a force of 540 newtons directed to the east. For question A, what force does the girl exert on the boy? The girl is going to push against the boy in the opposite direction, based on Newton's third law of motion. The two forces must be in opposite direction, and the magnitude of two forces have to be the same. So the girl is pushing against the boy with the same force of 540 newtons directed west. Now the boy has a mass of 60 kilograms, and the girl has a mass of 90 kilograms. Who is going to experience the greater acceleration? Because the girl's mass is larger, her acceleration will be lower than the boy. To find the acceleration, we use the formula force is equal to mass times the acceleration. Solving for acceleration, we have acceleration is equal to force divided by the mass. So the acceleration of the boy is 540 newtons divided by 60 is equal to 9 meters per square second. Now the acceleration of the girl is 6 meters per square second.